Are you constantly caught in a loop of what-ifs, replaying conversations, and worrying about a future that hasn't happened yet? This mental chatter, this overthinking, it can be exhausting. It steals your peace and paralyzes your ability to act. But what if I told you there's an ancient, battle-tested method to reclaim your mind? A technique forged over 2,000 years ago by the Stoic philosophers, designed for people facing war, exile, and immense pressure. This isn't just theory, it's a practical tool for a modern mind in distress. Today, we're diving deep into the Stoic rule that can help you stop overthinking immediately. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a powerful new weapon in your mental arsenal. First, let's understand why we overthink. Our brains are incredible problem-solving machines, but sometimes they go into overdrive. We get stuck analyzing problems that don't exist or are completely out of our control. We create endless negative scenarios, trapping ourselves in a cycle of anxiety and fear. The Stoics understood this human tendency perfectly. They saw that our suffering comes not from events themselves, but from our judgments about those events. Overthinking is just a storm of unchecked judgments. So, what was their solution? It's a simple yet profound principle known as the Dichotomy of Control. The Dichotomy of Control is the cornerstone of Stoic practice. The philosopher Epictetus laid it out beautifully. Some things are within our power, while others are not. That's it. That's the entire rule. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But its power lies in its application. According to the Stoics, the only things truly within our control are our own thoughts, judgments, and actions. That's our inner world. Everything else, what other people think, how they act, our reputation, our health, the weather, the economy, all of it falls into the category of things not within our control. The secret to tranquility and the key to stopping overthinking is to focus all your energy on what you can control and accept the rest with grace. So how do we apply this in the real world right now when our mind is racing? Let's break it down into a simple 3-step process. Step 1. Identify the worry. The next time you find yourself spiraling, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what is the specific thought that's causing me distress? Don't just feel the general anxiety. Name the thought. For example, I'm worried I'll mess up my presentation tomorrow, or I'm replaying that awkward thing I said at the party. Write it down if you have to. Making the thought concrete is the first step to taming it. Step 2. Apply the dichotomy of control. Now look at that worry you've identified and dissected. Ask this crucial question. Which parts of this situation are within my control and which parts are not? Let's use the presentation example. What can you control? You can control how much you prepare. You can practice your speech. You can get a good night's sleep. You can create excellent slides. You can choose to have a positive attitude when you walk in. These are your actions, your efforts. What can't you control? You can't control if the projector malfunctions. You can't control if a key person is in a bad mood. You can't control the final reaction of every single person in the audience. Their thoughts and feelings are their own. By separating these elements, you create clarity. The fog of anxiety begins to lift because you've just given yourself a clear action plan. Your energy is no longer wasted on things you can't influence. Instead of worrying about 1,000 variables, you can now focus your attention on the handful of things that are actually in your domain. This isn't about ignoring the things you can't control. It's about acknowledging them and then intentionally shifting your focus away from them. The Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This is the essence of step 2. Step 3. Act and accept. Once you've identified what's in your control, your job is to act on it with excellence. Pour your effort into your preparation. Practice that speech until it feels natural. Make your slides the best they can be. This is where your power lies. You are taking responsibility for your part of the equation. The very act of taking purposeful action is a powerful antidote to the paralysis of overthinking. You're moving from a passive state of worry to an active state of doing. And for everything else, the parts you identified as outside your control, your job is to practice acceptance. This is often the hardest part for us. We want to control everything. But the Stoics taught that true freedom comes from accepting reality as it is. Accept that the audience might react in various ways. Accept that technical glitches might happen. This isn't pessimistic, it's realistic. You're telling yourself, I've done my absolute best with what I can control. I will now face the outcome, whatever it may be, with courage and calm. This acceptance is not passive resignation. It's a powerful, conscious choice to not let external factors disturb your inner peace. Let's try another example. Say you're overthinking a past conversation, replaying something you said that you regret. Step 1. Identify the worry. I can't believe I said that stupid thing. Everyone must think I'm an idiot. Step 2. Apply the dichotomy. What's in your control? You can learn from the mistake. You can decide how to communicate more thoughtfully in the future. If appropriate, you could even apologize to the person. That's it. What's not in your control? You cannot go back in time and unsay it. You cannot control what the other person thought then or what they think now. You cannot control if they tell other people. Step 3, act and accept. Act, and your action is to learn, and if needed, apologize. Take that step. That is your responsibility. Then you must accept the rest. Accept that the memory of your words is now in the past. Accept that you cannot control others' perceptions. Dwelling on it further is, as the Stoics would say, irrational. It's like yelling at the sky for raining. You're spending precious mental energy on something you have zero influence over. By consciously letting go of what you can't control, you free yourself from the self-inflicted torment of rumination. This method is a practice, not a one-time fix. Your mind has been trained for years to overthink. It will take time and repetition to retrain it. The first few times you try this, it might feel awkward. Your brain will want to slip back into its old patterns of worrying about everything. That's okay. Be patient with yourself. The goal isn't to never have a worried thought again. The goal is to catch those thoughts, examine them through the lens of control, and choose where to direct your focus. Each time you do this, you strengthen that mental muscle. Imagine a sailor. A sailor cannot control the wind or the waves. To try and do so would be foolish and exhausting. A skilled sailor, however, studies the wind. They understand the currents. They don't fight the ocean. They work with it. They focus all their energy on what they can control. The set of the sails, the turn of the rudder. By doing so, they can navigate even the most turbulent seas and reach their destination. Your mind is the ship, the world is the ocean, and the dichotomy of control is your rudder and sails. You can't stop the storms, but you can learn to navigate them without capsizing. This ancient wisdom from Stoicism is more relevant today than ever before. We live in a world of constant information, endless notifications, and social pressures that fuel our anxiety and overthinking. The dichotomy of control is an anchor in this chaotic world. It's a simple, actionable rule that brings you back to your own power. It reminds you that while you can't control the world around you, you are the absolute sovereign of your inner world, your choices, your actions, and your responses, and that is where true strength and peace are found. So, the next time your mind starts to spiral, remember the 3 steps. 1. Identify the worry. 2. Separate what you can control from what you can't. 3. Act on what you can control and accept what you can't. Practice this. Make it a habit. You'll find that the mental noise begins to quiet down. You'll feel more empowered, less anxious, and more present in your own life. You will stop being a victim of your own thoughts and become the calm, rational commander of your mind. Thank you for joining me on this journey into Stoic wisdom. If this brought you even a moment of calm, subscribe for more ancient methods designed for the modern world. Share your thoughts in the comments. How do you deal with overthinking? I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, focus on what you can control.